Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Let's Talk Football with me and my mate Cam.
Hey guys.
And this week we'll be talking about last week's results, which we went over in the first episode, which, just letting you know how we predicted the results. They didn't end well. Cam doesn't know, however, I went over them like an hour ago and it kind of looks like we're not into football. Anyway, so we'll be going over last week's results. We'll be talking about them in depth, and then we will be going on to this week's results, or this week's match day, and we will be doing our predictions. So, should we start?
Oh yes, of course.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to start with last week's results. So, we predicted in the last episode, our first Let's Talk Football episode, which will definitely go down in history.
I hope so.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
So, let's go over. So the first match was Chelsea versus Fulham.
Oh yeah.
Last episode you read out the...
One of the most boring games of football I've ever watched in life.
So, what we're going to do is we're going to say the actual result now. So, you've got the results on there, don't you?
Yeah. So it just finished 0-0. Literally. Can't say anything more.
I predicted Chelsea to win 1-0 in a cagey match.
Yeah.
And you predicted Fulham to win 1-0.
Yeah.
So we are both wrong. And just so you guys get the format of it all, if you get the result like a win, draw, loss ratio, you get 1 point. If you get the correct score, you get 3 points. And if you just completely bottle it, 0 points. So currently we're both on 0 points at the moment.
That was a really tough game to predict.
Yeah, because we both said it would be a cagey match, yes. Because you can tell by the results.
Yeah.
Because you said 1-0 and I said 1-0 just for the opposite teams.
Yeah.
And I record back. You said it would be a very scrappy goal for Fulham.
That's what I thought. I thought they'd essentially get battered, but you know when a team gets battered but they just nick it, it's like something where it goes through the keeper's hands or something like that, like a mistake or something. That's what I thought it was going to be, but I was wrong.
And I said Chelsea would win 1-0. However, I said it would be in the last 10 minutes, and I said Mudryk would score.
Did you?
Yeah. So we both predicted it was going to be a very cagey game. So to be fair, we were close enough. We both said it would be a cagey game.
Yeah.
However, it just ended. It was too cagey for no goal. However, we might as well go over these now. We might as well go over them at the same time.
Yeah.
But I watched the game. And
did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched it, and it was probably the most entertaining 0-0 you'll get.
In somewhat, yeah.
I think it was because Chelsea should have. The amount of chances Chelsea should have scored.
Yeah, I feel like for a neutral, it's a lot more entertaining than a fan.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, definitely. Fulham should have scored 2. Chelsea should have scored 3. However, keepers were on form. Kepa and Leno were very good.
Yeah. Fulham will take a point any day of the week, I think.
Yeah, Fulham.
I think the Fulham Chelsea are in as well. They probably take a point from it because they're not looking good either.
Fulham will take that point as a win.
Yeah.
Chelsea will take that point as a loss, in my opinion. They had to win it because they're too far down the table at the moment.
Yeah, that's true. They've got 10th. On 9th. It's so funny. It's just like an absolute joke.
However, I think we would have spoke about it on our first episode. Chelsea need a striker.
Yeah. Well, they spent 600 million to draw with Fulham. It's just like.
Don't get me wrong. Fulham has scored their goals, but they've not spent 600 million.
No, exactly. That's what it's a joke.
However, they need a striker, and that was the game they needed a striker in because Chelsea's finishing is abysmal.
That Felix is still out, isn't it?
Yeah, he's back next match.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't know who he's going next match.
Yeah.
Find out later.
Yeah, find out after the break. So obviously we were both wrong with that. However, we've addressed the game. Yeah, moving on to
the most exciting one of the week.
I feel bad because we're going to go over the rules right now. However, just disclaimer, I do feel bad for Cam because he did kind of call it. He just didn't. I just don't think he had the guts to kind of go that extra mile, and we'll talk about it now. So, The next game is Everton versus Arsenal. If you don't know, Cam is an Everton fan. That's why he's saying it's the most exciting one. And to be fair, Everton...
They deserved that.
They did the bits.
Yeah.
So Everton won. They beat Arsenal, top of the league. They only lost once before in the league, and that was to, Man United,
Yours truly.
And Everton won 1-0. Sean Dyche's first game at the helm.
What a debut. It was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic.
Before we go into detail with it, I'll let you do all the talking.
Yeah.
I predicted Arsenal to win 3-0.
Oh, I was like...
I
remember when we sat here and you said that to me and I was like, it's just not going to happen. I knew we weren't going to get beat, and I don't know why, but it's like, you can just picture the result. Like, I picture it on the app and everything, I'm like, there is no way on earth Arsenal are going to have like more goals than us, or they're going to beat us. Do you know what I mean? I just didn't picture it at all. I didn't expect us to win, I'll be honest. I thought we were going to draw like 0-0. But the fact that we have won, it's a perfect start for Sean Dyche, isn't it? So, rocking up the table now, boys.
I mean,
title charges on.
I mean, Cam addressed it literally a minute ago, saying he knew they wouldn't lose, and that's what he said in his prediction. He said, I know they're not going to lose. However, he did say Everton 1, Arsenal 1.
Yeah, I did. Did I say 1-1?
You said 1-1.
Did I? I thought I said 0-0, to be honest.
No, so what you said, you said 0-0 and 1-1.
Yeah.
So because we didn't really address it last time,
Fair.
we never said a specific result. Well, we did, but we weren't that harsh to kind of get one result.
Yeah. I think I wanted to say Everton would win, but I just couldn't get too carried away. But
I agree.
Knew how we were going to perform. Oh my god, I definitely would have said we would have won. Yeah, because best performance of the season. Not hard to pick, but
I agree.
It's up there.
So obviously we're still on 0 points.
Looking at these results, I don't think it's getting any higher.
But to be fair, do give this to us. I do think this week. I do think this week. A lot of the teams that I didn't think were going to win won.
Do you know? I think it's been such a mental match week, just in general.
Mate,
some of the results are ridiculous.
Apologies. All the results, and that's a Sky. It's a Sky, going hey up, Rob. When you're free next. All the results, which were mental, and do call me out on this if I'm wrong, but I'm not.
No.
All the results happen at the bottom of the table, but we will address that.
Yeah.
All the results happen at the bottom of the table. But I watched the second half of it actually. And Everton just wanted every single ball.
Yeah.
Sean Dyche just put it in on them straight away.
We just kept putting pressure on them, closing them down at every pass of the ball that he got. I think it really helped that we went for a more over the top through ball approach than playing out from the back, because Arsenal thrive off that pressure, especially when you kick it out from the back. So I think we actually countered that and just done them every way we could, really.
I agree. Tarkowski obviously got the heading goal, winning goal.
It was brilliant. Just wins, mate. Absolute wins.
There were limbs that got some part that day.
Some of the oh my god, just some of the scenes there were insane, and it just felt so nice to beat someone like that. Because I was saying, it's it feels like forever I've seen us beat a team top of the league currently. Not the season after or something like that. Just beat them straight up as they're going for a title. It feels so long since we've seen a performance as good as that. So yeah, I'll give them all the credit in the world, really.
I agree. So obviously, like I said, we're still on 0 points. It's not looking good.
The next one, there's no way.
And next up is Wolves and Liverpool.
Oh, is that the next one? Okay.
Yeah, next up is Wolves and Liverpool. Well,
I don't know. Can I guess what I said?
Sure.
I have
so just for a heads up, guys, Wolves ended up beating Liverpool 3-0 in a catastrophic Liverpool performance.
Yeah, one of the poorest I've ever seen them under the Klopp era.
And I love it.
Oh yeah, it's great to see, but damn.
Go on. What do you reckon you predicted?
Did I say 1-0 to Liverpool? I don't remember predicting Liverpool winning though. Did I?
Yeah, so
Did I actually?
we both predicted Liverpool winning.
Oh, okay.
We both said, yeah, Liverpool will win this one.
Okay.
So
I feel like an idiot. You know when you look back on it and you're
I
like,
don't, because they should have.
Yeah, they should have. But I think when you look at form,
now
yeah,
I don't know the fixtures.
Yeah.
However, I'm not trusting them because they've absolutely. This match week has stiffed me. They make it out look like I watch American football, not soccer, NFL.
The NFL.
So I said Liverpool would win 2-1. So I think I predicted it would be a slightly cagey game. However, I was confident Liverpool would get the win.
Yeah.
You said Liverpool 2-0.
Did I? Oh, Jesus, that's awful.
It's awful looking at it now.
Yeah, that's true.
But at the time, you look
even if
at it,
Liverpool even if Liverpool scored 2 goals, they still would have got beat as well. It's kind of mad.
I know. So yeah, I watched the highlights. I didn't watch the game because I don't live and breathe Liverpool. But
I don't think it wasn't a tally anyway, was it?
No, but it was defensively that awful.
I watched like the last 30 minutes on Twitter live streams and stuff. And the tracking back from Thiago for the 3rd goal is disgraceful. It is absolutely catastrophic from him. Just letting Neves charge through the middle as he's not in his position is horrific. I don't really know why Thiago's having to get into the defence anyway. But either way, yeah, it's just jogging from the halfway line as Ruben Neves just charges through and scores the inevitable 3rd. And even then, the first 2 goals weren't really defended the best of ways that we know.
The first one was horrific.
Yeah.
Now, I hate to be the Trent hater.
Oh yeah, but he's awful.
But he should have. Looking back at the highlights, and it might be the slow motion effect, but Trent Alexander-Arnold should have. I think should have got off the line because it rolled across the goal and it was coming across to him, and I do think he could have slid back, but it didn't start off with him. It started off with Joe Gomez.
Was it a Matip own goal?
Yes, it was classed as a Matip own goal.
Terrible.
However, it was just abysmal defending. I think Robertson let him go early.
Robertson's one of those players this season where people are like, oh, he's been alright, and it's like, just hasn't.
and Wolves' second goal,
it
was a pinball machine. In there.
Awful.
And Craig Dawson ended up getting the second goal.
I didn't even realise he still played football. Like, genuinely.
I
saw he scored and was like, oh my god. He played for Bournemouth, right?
No, he played for West Ham.
Oh, it was West Ham, okay.
He's an absolute baller. I don't know why West Ham let him go. It was, even though he played for West Brom, which is interesting.
Ironic, isn't it?
Definitely. So we're still on 0 points here.
Doesn't look like it's getting better. I feel like with the Liverpool situation now, do you think there's pressure on Klopp?
Well, did you hear what Klopp said after?
No.
After the game?
I don't watch it.
So we all know Klopp can say some stupid stuff.
Yeah.
And what he said after the game was he has no words for it, and
rightfully so.
Quite frankly, however, what he said was, I felt we lost 2-0 today, not 3, because the 3rd goal they counter-attacked on us.
Oh, yeah, I can't remember what it was, but did you see the Twitter admin? So when the Twitter admin posted the full-time score, he crossed out the 3rd goal and just said, oh yeah, I finished 2-0, because the 3rd doesn't count.
Wolves' Twitter went on, and normally it's like a poster that says 3-0 on it. However, they took that off like a minute after and just crossed it out and put 2-0 because Klopp said, I only thought we lost 2-0 because the 3rd goal, we were out of position.
There was a couple things, because on Twitter as well, someone tagged them in a post saying the 3rd goal doesn't count. I don't know why, I don't remember what the actual statement was, but yeah, it's just a joke, absolute joke. I think there should be pressure on him by now though.
There has to be.
I don't like the whole term of, for everything he's done. I don't think it really matters in the current predicament. But at the same time, it's like, who are you going to bring in?
Yeah.
Thomas Tuchel, that's the only one I can think of. I feel like he'd do really well at this side, but even so, it's my first year as well, isn't it? So
you have to give Klopp to the end of the season.
Yeah,
you have to.
I think he's more likely to just leave on his own terms than he is
like a Pep.
Yeah.
But I was speaking to a Liverpool fan about yesterday, and I was saying, what do you think about Everton, which we will get onto? Wow, what a game. at Anfield. I was like, how do you reckon Liverpool will do?
Yeah.
And he answered my question for how they do for the whole season.
Yeah.
What he said to me baffled me because he wasn't deluded. He was just, I couldn't believe how far they fell.
Yeah.
And he was there like, I think we'll get top 4. And I was there like, you know what? No, I think we'll get top 6.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
it's a mad fall from grace, isn't it?
and that's mad. But I do think Klopp is under pressure, definitely. However, he has deserved to stay for the whole season and probably half the next. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, in my eyes, I don't see Liverpool making the top 4 at all.
No.
I know it sounds obvious, but I don't think they'll make it.
I just think, and it's not because I don't like Liverpool, it's just because the teams in the top 4 are so good this season.
Oh yeah.
They are
It's
so good this
consistent.
season. Consistent, that's the word. Anyway, moving on. I've just written them for how we've predicted.
Okay.
So it's all, but it's not all over the place.
Yeah.
It's right days, right times. Just the 3 o'clock can.
Yeah, they can jump on.
Next is Brentford versus Southampton.
Southampton's goodbye from the Premier League, in my opinion. What did you say? You didn't say Southampton would win, did you? Or did I?
Well, the first person's got some points on the board.
Oh really?
The other one doesn't.
Oh no! What did you say?
So I said it was gonna be Brentford 1, Southampton 1.
Okay.
I said Southampton.
You gave them a living prayer.
I gave them a living prayer against a team at home who have played Liverpool, Spurs, and a bunch of other teams, and they are 9 undefeated in the Premier League in a row.
October or something
No.
like that.
And I decided, Southampton will get a draw against them. I was an absolute muppet. I was going back and I was there like, why have you said that? I saw 3-0, the actual result, and I was there like, boom, it should be straightforward.
Yeah,
no.
It should have been such an easy one.
You said, and to be fair, I'll give you this, you said Brentford 4, Southampton 1.
Yeah.
So you saw
if you took away 2 of the goals, I would have got it. But
you would have saw it was a spanking.
Yeah. I thought they were going to buy them. Because, come on. Southampton are so poor this season and Brentford are just flying, so...
I can't argue.
I just went with general form, right? But I get your optimism for Southampton. They were in a decent little spell of form.
I should have seen it coming.
Yeah. But either way, it's not 4.
But Brentford 3, Southampton 0,
I
which
think
was
that's Southampton's goodbye now.
Yeah.
From the Premier League. I feel like we'll get onto the other team in a minute, but the other team I think who are also going to go down, it was their goodbye today as well. Obviously it's too early, you don't know, they're only like 4 points away from 17th, but it's just worrying signs basically, those type of games.
3-0 for Brentford.
Oh, it's just easy pickings, isn't it?
They're winning games, they should be winning.
Yeah, exactly.
And it sounds a lot harder to do, because even the big teams struggle to do it.
They're winning games that they should be, and they're beating the big teams as well. Where are they, 6th?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're doing incredible at the moment.
Championship like 2 years ago as well. It's nuts.
So Cam has 1 point because he gets Brentford would win. He just didn't get the result.
First play, like 4 games.
To be fair,
out of 12.
They've all been shockers.
Yeah, they have.
Everton also should have won.
I think this match week though, to be fair, was like
all over the show.
It's just so unpredictable.
Next up, Aston Villa versus Leicester.
This was the most what the hell game I've ever witnessed in my life. It was like 1-1, 2-1 just before the break, and then Leicester go in at half time winning 3-2, and it's like, what?
The game finished Aston Villa 2, Leicester 4.
It's such a random result.
What a game!
Yeah, it's brilliant.
What a game of football. None of us got points on this.
Did we both say a draw?
So, I said Aston Villa 2, Leicester 0.
Oh my god.
I predicted Villa would score 2.
That's true, I'll give you that.
But I didn't predict Leicester to score 4. Leicester how about double that? And you said Aston Villa 0, Leicester 0.
Bloody hell. Well, right, on paper, I thought it was going to be the most boring game of the weekend, and it turned out to be the best.
Because both teams should be...
But both teams are just so
mid.
Yeah, they're just so average this year. I was like, oh yeah, it's just no written all over. I just read it off, and then, nope. Phenomenal game.
But fair play to Leicester City. What a game of football.
They've done so well, because Villa were, They've been alright this year, haven't they?
Villa
to Leicester anyway.
Villa always start strong. Always start strong. However, they just can't seem to get it after the first 20 minutes. They just burn out, I think.
Well,
that's my opinion.
On, didn't they?
Yep. And then they made it 2-1, I believe.
And they still went into half time winning. So.
It was incredible. And fair play to Brendan Rodgers. Hopefully they turn their season around.
I thought he was good. I'm surprised he's still there. I thought he was going to get sacked at the start.
Remember when he signed that
He signed like 5-year deal, didn't he?
Remember. It was about 4 years ago.
I said he wouldn't make it.
You was there like, mate, he's not going to get past the season. Never mind 4.
I didn't think he'd get like. I thought he'd kind of do the Old Ball effect where he'd get like 2-3 years in and then get sacked. Because he always tends to do really well the side and then he kind of drop. But Leicester's expectations aren't as high or as strict as a club, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
So if this was any other side that dropped from back-to-back 5th place finishes to like mid-table / a relegation fight this year, then no, they wouldn't still be in the job in my eyes.
So, the scores are still Cam 1, Rob 0. This is abysmal, and we do apologise, guys. Hopefully, though.
Well, you're bound to get a point on one of them. There's one game.
So, next is Brighton versus Bournemouth.
What? Oh, God.
We both have a point.
Yeah, there was no way we weren't.
So, the game finished
1-0.
1-0. Matoma's been
He's been fantastic.
Brilliant.
Absolutely fantastic.
However, Bournemouth it was right to the end.
Yeah, of course.
We both predicted Brighton 3, Bournemouth 0.
Did we say the same win?
Yes, we did.
Oh, okay.
So we're both on the leaderboard now.
Yeah.
You're on 2, I'm on 1. Not really much more to say about Brighton. Brighton have been very good.
Yeah, they've just had a fantastic season, haven't they? Consistent.
They've kept a clean sheet. Matoma's been amazing.
Yeah, brilliant.
He's just been in hot form.
I'd love to sign him in the summer.
He would be an Everton player, to be fair.
He would.
I think Sean Dyche would get the best out of him.
Yeah.
Come on. But yeah, fair play to Brighton. They've done really, really well. They are still winning.
Losing like Trossard. Do you know what I mean? It's like they lose like their manager, get better, and then they've lost like one of their best players.
They lose Ben White.
Yeah.
They lose.
Some last year.
Yep. Basuma. They lose Trossard.
Yeah.
They're not playing with Cahido anymore because Cahido was there like, right, I'm out in the summer, and then no one signed him.
Oh my god, yeah, because he posted on Instagram saying like, I want to feed my family of like 8, and I was like, oh well. Down the job centre, I guess.
Yeah, I was going to say, and then they lose their manager, and they've not skipped a beat. They've got better.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, we'll touch on them now.
Goodbye.
Sorry.
Every Bournemouth fan watching's like,
oh, I do apologise, but
that's it. Let's get it out of there.
Yeah, there's no consistency, and you need a bit of it to stay up.
I feel like they win 1, lose 5, or something stupid like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a ridiculous record that they go on.
Moving on, so we're out at 3 PM now.
Are we? There's one more.
Go on.
Man United and Crystal Palace.
Oh yeah, I thought Crystal Palace Man United with a 5.
Oh no,
but because I ended up watching it, but on a definitely not illegal live stream.
Don't say it too loud.
Yeah, it was a not illegal live stream. Don't at me. We both got points here. However, no one got 3 points.
No.
You said Man United 3. Well, let's just say the result first. Man United end up winning 2-1 against Crystal Palace.
Tight game.
Very tight game, only because of a very controversial thing we will talk about now.
I don't remember how. Oh yeah.
I predicted Man United would win 3-1.
Ooh.
So I was close.
Very close.
But I said we'd get over the line. And you said it would be a very, very cagey game, and you said Man United would win 3-2.
Okay.
So we were both reasonably close.
Okay, I'll take that.
Man United and I'm a United fan, so the floor's yours. United got a very early penalty in the 3rd minute. Bruno Fernandes buried it. It was a penalty.
It was a
penalty.
Yeah, it was.
Your arm can't be up here and expect to get away with it.
Yeah.
So VAR got that one right, in my opinion. Bruno, he's been on hot form this season, I think. He has been sensational.
Yeah. I don't think he's back to his best, like the COVID season, but he's fantastic.
His best was half penalties. Yeah. However, he had to score him.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
He was incredible.
Anyone else would die for those penalties, so
yeah.
Doesn't matter.
And then we to be fair to Crystal Palace, could they recently just played us? They knew how we played, and they hadn't played for 2 weeks.
To be fair to Crystal Palace, Mutter United's case, like, I don't think Palace played fantastic until the incident that occurred, and then within the last 20 minutes, that's when they were more up for it. I agree. Went for it.
So we weren't fantastic because we're playing 3 games a week here. Yeah. Crystal Palace have been off for 2 weeks. We played 3 games when they've been off for 2 weeks. On top of that, so Rashford, incredible form.
Oh yeah,
he's in incredible form.
Scoring for fun, isn't he?
He's scoring for fun. And we know that obviously. Well, we know that because just because of the season. However, we know that. We missed the Leeds game out.
Yeah.
However, that was just a single game on its own, which we will speak about later on. However, Rashford ended up making it 2-0.
As you'd expect.
Game should have been done and buried, and then a fight happened between Schlupp and Anthony.
Was it them two? Yeah.
Yep. He pushed Anthony down into the billboard.
He's the one that ended up scoring the goal as well.
Yep. And kind of mouthed him off a bit, and then Anthony reacted, and then the whole thing just kind of blew up.
Yeah, 9 minutes of added time, of course.
And I loved seeing it, to be fair, because Martinez was literally pushing everyone down.
Yeah.
I don't know. You kind of gotta love it a bit.
Yeah. It's
and then VAR was called over, potential red card, and I'm like, oh my god. Just be a Palace player.
Yeah.
And I saw Casemiro put his hands round Will Loose's neck.
It looked awful.
And the referee gave a red card for it, and I was distraught because I had no one but Casemiro.
Yeah.
Because he's been our best player.
You should know what he's doing as a professional, because I feel like you put your hands around anyone's throat, it's always going to be a red card. But it's one of them. It's heat at the moment.
However, there's a lot of things to have a look at it, because it can be seen as a poor decision. I don't think it has to be a red, just purely because Will Hughes, and this may be a bit biased-y, but Will Hughes didn't react to it. Normally, if a player's being strangled, they look at him directly in the eye and they confront them over it. However, Will Hughes was talking to someone else, and then it was only for like a split second, and then Casemiro took his hands off. And then they were just tapping each other, going, "You're okay," because they're trying to protect them. Because Will Hughes was trying to go after Martinez, and Casemiro was there, like, right.
It's just a shot of violent conduct at the end of the day. That's what they'll go
it is.
For. At the end of the day, it's his hands on his throat.
Either way, it was a stupid decision. Yeah. No, not decision. Sorry, from Casemiro.
Yeah.
You can't do that. However, Jordan Ayew aggressively. I do say this, aggressively put his hands on Fred's neck for a split second. However, it was out of...
it was there.
Yeah, it was there. However, they did not pick it up, and that is the inconsistency of VAR.
I feel like VAR is a subject on its own story, to be honest.
Yeah, we can make a whole podcast out of it.
It's been that long since we've had it in the game now. It's like you just don't even know where to begin.
And then the guy Schlupp who pushed Anthony down and ended up getting Casemiro the red card, ended up scoring.
Poetic.
Yep, very. And it was a very cagey last 20 minutes. However, Martinez, the absolute warrior, the butcher, Argentina, and David De Gea made some good saves.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
Man United got over.
Man United got over the line, 2-1, and we got the 3 points. And we are all currently. I am on 2 points. You're on 3. Moving on to Newcastle versus West Ham.
1-1. I'm not surprised. Newcastle draw every week. The more they continue, the more I don't understand the hype that Newcastle get. I don't see how you can be called an entertaining team when you've drawn 0-0 about 6 times. You've drawn 10 games in total. I don't see how that's fun or entertaining. The only one I'll give them is when they drew to City 3-3, but by that, they just drag out a game and defend all the time. Did you see the opening to this game? They scored in like 50 seconds, then it got ruled out, and then they just scored again. But ever since West Ham scored, the game was so flat. It was so boring. It was just dead. And Newcastle and both West Ham looked like they were just playing, like, as if they went in at half time and just said, yeah, we'll just take the point. And they just played both equally for the point, that's it. But This is a game where I don't get the hype for Newcastle. I don't think they're as entertaining as they're made out to be. No one there.
Mm-hmm.
Not the way Sky Sports speak about them anyway. Because you'd think they're God's gift, and it's like I just don't see it. I don't see it at all.
Well, let's go into the predictions. The game ended Newcastle 1, West Ham 1.
Go on.
You said, and all I'm going to say is...
I didn't get points today.
So, you predicted Newcastle to win 2-0 to West Ham.
Okay.
I predicted Newcastle 1, West Ham 1.
Did you? Oh, you did as well. Wow, you actually got this spot on.
I was going over all of this, and I kid you not, the lids in my room.
Yeah, they were like, oh my God.
I was like, oh my God, I've pulled it out the bag.
Yeah.
I just didn't see Newcastle win this just because I'd watched their last 2 games.
Yeah.
And they were very like what you said, they were boring and no offence to them, but they've got to be. That's the only reason why they're here, and that is why I give them all the credit.
I think there's a certain way to like be a bit dull, but I'm just one of those football fans where like I don't really understand different perspectives. Like Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville sat there and spoke about Everton being boring, playing Burnley style football with Sean Dyche. But like I've never been more entertained for an entire 90 minutes, especially playing someone like Arsenal. But then I watch Newcastle and West Ham and like phenomenal match. Oh, Newcastle played so well every single week, and it's like, do they?
Mm-hmm.
You draw like 4 games on the bounce 0-0. That's not fun. Like that's just boring. It's I don't understand. But yeah, let's just go off a different topic.
So,
congratulations.
Thank you. So obviously I've got 3 points because I predicted the correct score. I'm currently on 5 and Cam is on 3. However, West Ham, that's a good point for them. Very good point.
Very. That's why I thought they were going to be, because I relegation on. Well, not that I think they're going to go down, but they're down there, so.
Definitely. Moving on, we hyped this game up massively.
Which one?
Nottingham Forest versus Leeds.
Yeah, we did. I thought it was going to be something stupid, didn't I?
Yes. No one ended up getting points on this.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, didn't I say like 4-1 to Leeds? Oh, God.
So the game ended 1-0 to Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
And I do have a screenshot on my phone, which I will talk to you about after these. Actually, you know what? I'll bring it up talking about Nottingham Forest to give them credit.
Yeah, they do.
So the game ended Nottingham Forest 1, Leeds United 0. And Nottingham Forest, wow.
We're beating 5, aren't they? That's incredible.
They are.
I didn't put enough respect on their name predicting that result.
And when I tell you this stat now, I'll pull it up on my phone. So let's have a look. Here it is. So the Premier League table. If the Premier League started in 2023,
oh yeah, I've kind of seen some of this.
Nottingham Forest would be top of the table.
Would they?
They would be top of the table on 11 points.
Yeah. Did you see what
5,
would be rock bottom?
Yeah, 5 games played, 3 wins, 2 draws, and
Defeats.
haven't lost this year. So fair play to Nottingham Forest. They would be top of the Premier League if the league started in 2023.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Incredible form.
I agree.
I didn't look at that when I predicted. I just kind of thought Leeds will do that typical thing where they just, you know, where like you get beat like 6-7 games on the bounce and then you just spank someone. Like, I just thought they were going to do that. Kind of like the Bielsa shit, but no, Jesse March got sacked as well after it, which doesn't surprise me. He's not done anything to improve.
He had to win that game.
Yeah, and well.
So I predicted Nottingham Forest would draw 2-2 with Leeds.
Did you?
And you predicted Leeds to win 4-1.
That's terrible.
And
I didn't put enough respect on their name.
But the good thing about this is, and for viewers listening at home, we can have a look at this and it's like learning our lessons. So going into predicting the next, we'll be there like, okay.
Right, the next...
We put more respect on it, so go on, Cam.
The next game is going to really annoy me because I know I've not predicted it right or got it right, but I said in the last video, I know they won't win. What annoys me is that I still went against my own like brain and said it anyway. So with the Spurs City game, because I knew, like I said in the video, City haven't won at the new White Hart Lane. I knew it, and I still went against it.
You said, when I was listening to this, you originally said Spurs would win.
Yeah. I knew I would.
And then you went back on it.
Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? So, the last game of the weekend was Spurs versus Manchester City. Spurs ended up beating Man City 1-0 with Harry Kane breaking the all-time Spurs record. Yeah, massive respect to Harry Kane. He's an incredible striker.
One of the best in the world, if not the best. Phenomenal.
He's incredible. However, let's go into...
Did anyone get points?
No.
Okay.
So I predicted Man City would beat Spurs 3-1. I didn't have enough respect on Spurs for them and their record, because records are massive.
Yeah, they're huge.
And you said, I don't see... you mentioned the Spurs record, and you said it was going to be 1-0 Spurs.
Yeah.
However, last minute you turned around and you did make it official. You said, you know what, no, I'm going to make it Man City 2, Spurs 0, with Haaland scoring 2 goals in like a minute.
I hate that so much.
And I was there like...
I knew, it just annoys me because I should have just stuck with my goal. Like, I knew Tottenham would get something, so I just didn't believe this run that City are going to majestically go on and win the title. It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, Spurs are basically City's bogey team at this point. They've beat them now. They won the double over them last season. I think the season before that they beat them at home as well, 2-0. So they're really struggling at the White Hart Lane. That's why I had the same prediction with Everton and Arsenal as well, because every time we've played Mikel Arteta at Goodison, we've beat them, and we've not lost to them at home in about 5 years. And I assumed it would be like the same with Spurs and City, but for some reason I was just an idiot and said, no, I think City will win. I can't believe I changed it,
I remember saying to you a few days ago, when Arsenal slipped up, I was there like, when City smell blood, it's trouble. What the hell?
I know, but I was like, no, because it's Gary Neville says it all the time. Oh, you know, when they smell blood, they're gonna go on this run. It's like, yeah, but that's not the City that we know anymore. It's not the City that hunted down Liverpool when they sucked up points. It's not. Like, they're a completely different side, in my eyes anyway. Even if they do have the same player, same manager, whatever, I just think that they have a different mentality now. And this, like, that City side wouldn't have been dropping points to like Brentford at home and Everton at the time where they were just shit. So I just don't see this right. And Spurs, you can't be losing to Spurs. Like, yeah, no, you don't lose to Spurs.
In the last 5 home games before that, they'd lost 4. Spurs?
That's really? I didn't even know
4 out of the last 5 home games prior to that City game. That just shows it.
That's mental, I didn't even know.
Yeah, that I did a bit of research on. I was like, oof. So, kind of ending it there, and just to kind of end it on a brief, just the past results, just to kind of end it on that. I don't think Arsenal will be affected by that loss. They might be, however, I wouldn't predict it. However, you guys will see, going on to it now, at the end of our first preview of our first match week, I'm currently on 5 points. Cam is second. Well, obviously he'll be second.
I was going to say thanks.
Will he be fourth?
Still on the podium.
Still on the podium. Still Champions League football. You're on 3 points.
Okay.
So, hopefully, going on to our predictions now, we will get a bit better next week. So, I'll let you, like last week, read the results, read the fixtures, and we will go through them.
There's not a Friday night kick-off this week, so we just go straight to
Saturday. What am I doing?
Oh, do you want to speak on
Man United and Leeds? Okay. We completely forgot. Do you pardon me?
I just thought we were ignoring it, to be honest.
I completely forgot about it. Man United, by the way, we
I think I said 2-2 for this one.
Oh, defo. Defo, of course you did. I would never have thought Man United dropping points in this game. I did respect Leeds, obviously, because they sacked Jesse March. But I saw United getting a win.
Well, every time you've played them, you put like 6 past them. So I feel like you average 4 or more goals ever since they've been promoted. You've like stuffed them. Well, maybe the promotion season. Did you beat them like 6-2 and then I don't remember the Alan Road score. Was it 0-0? Oh yeah. But no, like previous years 5-1, 4-2. So I thought like I saw goals, and I thought you'd absolutely blitz them. They blitzed them 2-0 up.
For context, the game ended 2-2.
Yeah.
Leeds ended up going 2-0 up. Then Marcus Rashford scored a great header. He's in incredible form, like we said. And Jadon Sancho on his Premier League return scored. Good for him because he scored. Was
that the first goal he scored since Liverpool?
Yeah. So, No, that was his next goal was at the bridge. No, that was last season. So yeah, his last goal was Liverpool.
I don't remember. I don't even know when he got injured.
His last goal was Liverpool. So fair play to him. However, I'm good because he went to celebrate, and Rashford had to go, mate, it's 2-2, come on. But we didn't end up getting over the line. But I was very happy. We missed Casemiro.
Yeah.
And I was very happy with what Eric Ten Hag said after it. He said he was really angry with how we started. We can't start like that ever again. He said he's just really pissed off, and I just like to hear that from a manager. And he said, I really want to play Leeds tomorrow now, but we've got to wait till Sunday.
I think Leeds will take a point, definitely. United, obviously, feels a bit like a defeat for them, but they've just got to push forward. I still think you'll get top 4 fine. But yeah, no, it's just moving on from there.
Anyway, so we spoke about United versus Leeds 2-2. That happened midweek. Let's go. Let's try and get higher points.
Yeah.
However,
so the first game, 12:30 kickoff, BT Sport Live.
Saturday.
We've got West Ham at home to Chelsea. Are we predicting them one by one, or do you want me to read
We'll predict them one by one.
So West Ham at home to Chelsea. Now this is really tough because this feels like a game where either side could win, but both are in awful form. I can't pick who.
All I see, so West Ham got a very good draw against Newcastle away from home.
Yeah.
I think they'll be more up for it than Chelsea after getting a draw against Fulham. I think West Ham will win this 2-0. I think West Ham to Chelsea.
I'm going to say 1-0 to Chelsea. I think it's going to be... They're going to score early and drag it out. Yeah, 1-0 to Chelsea. I don't see West Ham winning. I'm going to be honest, I really don't picture it.
2-0 or 1-0. That's what I'm going with. I can probably hear myself screaming at the computer, going back over these, going, please say the fucking right one. I don't know. I could be way off. I think West Ham will win 2-0.
Okay. I'm going to say 1-0 Chelsea.
So we've both gone
opposite.
Yeah. This is exciting. This is what we want to see. Box office.
Alright, so the next game, the first 3 o'clock kickoff. One of them are a bit. Anyway, Arsenal at home to Brentford. I think this will be a straightforward 2-0 win to Arsenal. Something like that. Clean sheet, simple win, and they'll move forward. I just don't picture Brentford winning at the Emirates. I don't really see them getting a point. Do think it's probably fitting where their run comes to an end. Could be wrong.
A respected.
Yeah, I just don't see it because I can't see them scoring a goal, and I don't see it being a 0-0. So, and I feel like it's more reasonable. I think Arsenal will get back to winning ways. They'll be angry. They'll want to get back to gaining some more points above Man City. I'm going to say 2-0 to Arsenal.
I think Arsenal will win 2-1.
2-1? Okay.
I think Brentford get a penalty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's reasonable. Okay.
So Arsenal 2, Brentford 1, and Arsenal 2, who you said?
Arsenal 2-0.
Okay.
Yeah. Next game is Crystal Palace versus Brighton. Little derby.
Okay. The M25 derby, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. I'm going to say, I think Palace will win 1-0. Yeah.
Really?
1-0. That's all it'll be. I feel like this weekend, from the games we've got, are going to be really boring. This is where every game is going to be 4-3. But I just think it looks a bit dull for certain fixtures. So I'm going to say 1-0 to Palace. I think they'll drag it out.
I believe Brighton will win this 2-1.
That was going to be my other prediction, to be fair. I'm going to say this next week. Oh, yeah.
I think Brighton will just be slightly too strong for them.
Yeah.
I'm not saying 2 or 3-1, but I'm going to say 2-1 to Brighton. No, I'm going to say 2-0.
Yeah.
I'm going to say 2-0 Brighton. So apologies, Rob, if you're screaming down the mic if they've just literally 1-2-1. I'm going to cry. But
take a point.
Take a point.
Point more than me.
Take a point. Well done, boys.
Fulham versus Nottingham Forest. This is a very interesting game. I think it's going to be a role reverse of the first fixture. I think Nottingham Forest are going to win 3-2. Something like that, I think.
Really?
I think it's a good shout. Because I don't like... I feel like this will be a more entertaining one. I think Nottingham Forest have it in them to win away. I feel like Fulham also have it in them to score 2 goals. So I'm optimistic for something like that.
I'm going to say Fulham 1, Nottingham Forest 0.
Ooh, okay.
I think this is where they'll drop a point, Nottingham Forest. Fair play. If they get a win here, wow.
You know what? No, I'm going to switch it round. I'm going to say 3-2 to Fulham. Yeah.
Fair play. Wow.
Why not? Because you know what? I feel like you've got a point. Going to Craven Cottage and winning isn't easy this season, and the more I think about it, yeah, I'll switch it. Not to copy, I just want to, Leicester versus Spurs at the King Power.
Okay.
Is the next game. Coming to the final 2, 3 o'clock kickoffs. I think Spurs will win quite comfortably. I'm going to say something like a 3-1 to Spurs, something like that. They've got a really good record. Harry Kane has scored 18 goals against Leicester City in his career. Gonna score 2 on this game today. So yeah, 3-1. I'm gonna say to Spurs.
I believe Leicester going to draw 2-2 with
Big
Spurs.
shout. Harry Kane to score.
Yes,
Yeah.
I think Harry Kane will score a double. Actually, you know what? No, pardon me. I think Harry Kane will score and then Son will score as well.
Son get back in their form.
I believe Maddison will score against Leicester as well.
Yeah. That's why I said 3-1. I think Leicester will score.
But yeah, I believe it'll be Leicester 2, Spurs 2.
Okay. Next, we have Southampton versus Wolves at St Mary's. I think Wolves. I don't know. I think he might get beat, but I don't know. Oh, it's so tough. I'm just gonna sit on the fence and say 1-1. Yeah.
I agree. I'm going to go Southampton 1, Wolves 1.
Yeah.
But I see him doing it. I see Wolves winning.
See, if I was going to nudge a winner, I'd have said Southampton.
You know what? I'm not going to sit on the fence. If I think Wolves are going to win, I'm going to say they're going to win 2-1.
Okay. All right.
So what are you going with? Your
I'm going to say 1-1. 1-1. Stick with it. Yeah. Bournemouth versus Newcastle at the Vitality. That's what it's called, isn't it? Is it called that?
Yes, the Vitality.
Sky Sports. Why did I say Sky Sports? Oh yeah, 'cause it's live. 5:30. I think Newcastle are going to win. See, because I feel like they'd either win 1-0 or 4. Do you know what I mean? Like, they're just that kind of side. I'm going to say 4-0.
I'm going to say Newcastle 3, Bournemouth 0.
Okay.
I don't see them getting. They're not getting a goal past Newcastle. They are not.
No chance.
They are built like Diego Simeone.
But you know when you just kind of get a feeling that Bournemouth could get a point, because they did at St James's Park. To be fair, so I'll leave that there. No, I still think Newcastle are going to smoke them. 4-0.
Yeah, they'll smoke them. So I'm saying Newcastle 3,
right.
Bournemouth 0.
So that is it for the entire of Saturday. Sunday, first game, very interesting one, very big one. Leeds versus Man United at Elm Road, 2 o'clock kickoff, live on Sky. I think United are going to win. I don't know what score. It's going to be close.
I don't know.
I do. I assure you, I do.
I don't.
I think. Is it 1-0 or 2? Probably 1-0.
Leeds are scoring.
Don't know. They won't.
They were 2-0 up against us. They could score against us.
Ten Hag knows that.
To be fair, they scored one from distance and an own goal.
Exactly.
But
we won't judge that. The first goal was great.
Yeah.
No, 1-0. 1-0 United.
1-0 Man United.
That's it. Boring. The boringest game that they've played, these two.
I believe.
Do you believe?
I believe Man United will win 2-1.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Reds. I'm not going to go against my Reds. I'm going to Red Devils. I think Man United will win. Man United 2, Leeds 1.
Alright. Then the final game on the Sunday night, well-ish, 4:30 kickoff, Man City at home to Aston Villa. I'm really optimistic to Aston Villa. I don't know why. But I don't think, I'll be honest with you, I think City will win 3-1. But a part of me wouldn't be surprised if Villa got a point. Do you know what I mean?
I agree.
Do you get what I mean? I just see it, a 1-1. Something like that. I don't know.
Now, are you going to go against what happened
last
week and say the result and just go...
Probably. I think City will probably win.
Mm-hmm.
Probably 3-1. 3-1 I'll go with.
You're going to go Man City 3, Aston Villa 1. I'm going to say Man City 4, Aston Villa 0.
Really?
Yeah.
Swankum.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Unai Emery, but
Oh, bless him.
I'm going to go Man City 4, Aston Villa 0.
Okay, so...
Is there midweek?
There is another one. Another game.
Okay.
But I feel like we should do 2.
Okay.
Because there's a Monday night, and then there's a Wednesday night.
And then
which
back
is
to-
game in hand, and then it's back to Saturday.
Okay, cool.
Meaning
Let's
we
go.
won't have time to predict that Wednesday
Double
night. And
points,
these are
lads.
very big games. I'm going to read them out,
Okay.
both of them, and then we're just going to go in order. So, Monday night is obviously Liverpool and Everton, 8 o'clock kickoff, Sky Sports Live. And then Wednesday night, I'm off work as well, I can actually watch it, is Arsenal versus Man City on Amazon Prime, 7:30 kickoff. So,
Wow.
at the Emirates as well.
Wow.
So,
wow.
let's go with the derby first. I'm gonna put my gut out. I think we're gonna win.
Go ahead.
I think we'll win 3-1. Something like that. I can't imagine it, but I think I'm just gonna. I can't predict us to get beat by Liverpool on like either.
Mm-hmm.
I can't. And if I'm being honest, it'll probably just be a draw. But no, I'm just gonna say we'll win. I think we'll win.
I think
If we play how we did against Arsenal and Liverpool don't turn up, we'll smoke them. I promise you, I think we will. Because I've said it to a lot of Everton people that I speak to, and I think it'll either be a very dull game or we'll blitz them. Genuinely, that's what I think it'll be. Liverpool haven't lost at home for a while now. They're still unbeaten there, even in this poor form. Not won a game in 4, lost 3 out of that 4, drew 0-0 at home. Even then, I do feel like Chelsea should have beat them at Anfield when they did draw 0-0. Even though no team really had it in them to win, still think if anyone should have won, it was Chelsea. But that obviously doesn't matter on the match day, does it? It's like, whoever turns up.
what score are you going?
3-1.
Okay, right. Last week, you said it straight. You saw the Arsenal thing coming, and I was there like, obviously I know.
That one I had like my mystic ball out or whatever to kind of call.
I know you know your shit. When it comes to Everton, you know even more.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm gonna back you. I'm gonna say Everton gonna win 1-0.
Finn, yeah.
I think Everton are going to win this 1-0.
I could be getting like extremely eager.
No, I just think Everton will get a goal from a corner.
Yeah,
Corner FC.
We always do. Corner FC, that's what we are. So yeah, there we go. And then the big one, title decider.
honestly, right? This game decides the title.
I think it does too, because as well, Arsenal already have a game in hand, and this is their game in hand. So if they do win this, they're like, well, they go back to being 8 points clear. I think at the Emirates, Arsenal will win.
Is that the Emirates?
Yeah, it is. They got so close to beating them last year, and obviously like Rodri scored in the 92nd minute, something stupid like that. In a game, in my opinion, he shouldn't have won. Again, it's last season, doesn't matter now. But Arsenal are better than ever. Man City are more likely to slip up, in my opinion. And I just think Arsenal will beat them. If it's going to be anything, it's going to be like 2-1. Something like
I
that.
think Arsenal will win this 3-2.
3-2. Ooh, okay.
I think they'll be 3-0 up, and City will get 2 back,
Okay.
and they just won't be able to do it.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Like Liverpool and City at Anfield.
Well, I was about to change mine quickly to 3-1 instead. Like that Liverpool I just think they'll blitz them. I think they'll be too quick for them to keep up with, and especially like if they've got Ake and Akanji at the back, I don't think they'll be able to keep up with their attack. I think Akanji and Ake have had a really good season, to be fair.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll be able to keep up with them, not at all.
However, I do believe. I do believe Arsenal will win 3-2. Like I said,
Okay.
They will blitz them. They will.
Yeah.
They will go. Arsenal will be 10 times more up for this than City.
Yeah, I agree.
10 times, because they know. Arsenal know.
It's what they need to get.
This is the game. This is the game to do it in.
Well, I don't feel like Arsenal go into this with pressure on them. Even though they're the team top of the league, I don't. Because everyone's eyes are going to be on City whether they can do it or not. And if Arsenal can get that into their mindset, then I think they'll be fine. But yeah, that's it. Until next Saturday. So, there we go.
Well, there we go, guys.
Interesting set of fixtures coming up for sure.
I know, a lot of big ones.
Oh yeah.
So, there'll be another episode of this, episode 3. coming out probably. No, we'll either be next Friday or next Saturday.
Yes. Sometime before next week's fixtures.
Yeah, before they've all gone.
Yeah.
So we'll make sure to do that. We hope you've enjoyed this second episode. Fingers crossed we get more points than last week.
Yeah. What did we get? 5 and 3?
Yeah, 5 and 3. I got 5 points, you got 3 points. So hopefully we can do better than last week.
Ooh.
And what I'm going to say is all the points get tallied at the end. Or we'll either tally all the points up at the end, or we'll do Rob 1-0 up from last week,
Yeah.
and we'll see if you can pull it back to 1-1, or if I make it 2-2. You know what? Yeah, we'll do that instead of tallying up, because if I get 5 points clear, it was like 10 points clear. It's like really impossible to get back.
Well, you never know. 18 games to go or something stupid like that.
Yeah, 18 match weeks to go.
So
That's what we'll do. So I'm 1-0 up. We'll see if Cam can pull it back in the second. Thank you guys so much for listening. Like I said, do stay tuned. And hopefully you guys have a nice day.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you guys. See you later.